is 48 hours later, Judd.
Okay, so I think what makes me such a special person is my ability to admit when I tweak my ideas, because I sit down, grind film, watch games, talk to people, talk to Stella, drink Surly's, and I have different thoughts that come up. So I told you guys probably starting about a month ago. I told you guys Kellen Mond should not play in a game, that this should be in 2021, should be a redshirt year for the third round QB that the Vikings drafted. I'm going to amend that and say he should not be starting for sure. And I don't want to see him play a ton. But as I watch week one and I watch Trey Lance get opportunities and I watch Justin Fields, and yes, we can debate he should be starting, but he's still getting opportunities. And I say to myself, okay, your offense clearly challenged against the Bengals on Sunday. There might be some problems here, like hiccups. I get that. What about a Kellen Mond package of plays? What about a package of plays that features him? And at least when you start that package, teams aren't going to be prepared for it. Kellen Mond offers you the one thing that we know for sure, right? A very different look than Kirk. He can run. He's more comfortable. He's more athletic. Is he the quarterback that Kirk is smarts-wise right now? Absolutely not. But I'm going to amend my statement, not by saying I'm pushing for Mond to start and play significant time, but I saw, Trey Lance package, pretty damn smart. Kyle Shanahan, pretty good coach. My point is, I now think that the Vikings should, starting on Sunday or in week 3 against Seattle, if they need more time to work on it, give serious thought to having Kellen Mond active on game day and having a package of plays that can give opponents sort of a curveball look from what you get from Kirk.
I hear you. I think where the biggest difference is there, especially with Fields, there's two big differences. Fields feels like he's just ready to jump into an NFL game right now. He was more dominant in college,
agree.
All those things.
He could start.
But the second thing, the bigger thing, it's been declared in both Chicago and San Francisco by the actions of those front offices in the draft, and even just by the way that the coaches and front offices are speaking publicly, that Andy Dalton and Jimmy Garoppolo are just keeping the seat warm for Trey Lance and for Justin Fields. Like it's an openly known thing that Andy Dalton, whether it's 2 games or 10, like you're not going to be the starting quarterback here for much longer, and it's out in the open. And Jimmy Garoppolo, we've been shopping him, wound up just not getting the offers that we liked, and so we're gonna hang on. It has not been an open conversation with the Vikings. I think it's unspoken. Oh, we're looking for a young quarterback that we can groom behind Kirk, and so let's take Kellen Mond in the 3rd round. But they've never gone the next step, which is to say, oh no, he's like knocking on the door to take Kirk's job. There's always been a very thick line drawn between Kirk is the starter, Kellen is here to soak things in as a young quarterback and observe and learn and work on his mechanics and things like that. I think drawing up a package of plays for Kellen Mond would be like, I'm not disagreeing with you, and maybe there'd be some value there.
But aggressive or what?
It would warrant a further conversation about the state of the Vikings quarterback situation, which we are having all the time here.
They should have, exactly.
But they have not gone to that step, is what I'm saying.
Okay, but when you see what Lance does, right? And I agree, Justin Fields could start. Kellen Mond can't start. So I'm with you. I'm not debating that. But when you see what those guys bring as far as changeups go, does that not intrigue you? Because Kirk Cousins can't even touch that. Like, he doesn't have the ability. He can roll out and throw. But, I mean, if you had a package of 5 or 6 plays for Mond plays for certain down and distances, I'm just saying, and you know what? If Kirk objects, screw you. I don't care.
Yeah, I hear you. I
hate to be so frontal. I don't care.
I would explore anything that allows this offense to be more dynamic.
Yes.
And if that, I don't think you're in any situation where Mond should be considered as like a replacement at any time in the near future. Get back to me after a month if they start 0-4, which would be a disaster.
Yeah.
But if it's like, oh hey, here's a package of rollout plays where he can use his legs and get out and do some comfortable things, it's like a sliver of the playbook. Okay. Like I could maybe get behind that.
Football.